Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the gnarly gnome. This is the Weekly Pint. It's the show that's not a show. And my my sound isn't working right. I swear, in between every week's episode, somebody comes down here and just moves things, and I can't figure out what is happening. I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. The point of this show is for us to hang out, though, so it doesn't matter if people mess up my sound. We'll figure it out. We'll make all of this make sense somehow. But it's a happy hour. It's an excuse for us to hang out together. So tell me what you're drinking. Marco is having a psychopathy. Josh is having Sierra Nevada Hot Bullet Magnum Edition. Magnum hops? Is that what it means? I don't know. But it sounds awesome. I want that. And then Julia is having More Lines of Märzen. A couple seasons off on that one, but I'll still accept it. It's probably still drinking good. Eric is having Shade. Are you throwing shade at us, or are you drinking shade? We need clarification. I've not opened a beer yet, but it's sitting right there. I'm not going to ask you guys to choose one for me because you guys have let me down for I don't know, like a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. So I'm just gonna do it myself. See, Josh says 9.5% Imperial IPA. Guess being a double IPA makes it Magnum. No, it's got to be Magnum hops. Has to be. There's no way otherwise. Eric says a little column A, a little column B. I'll accept. Shade taken. Empty glass. Let's get something in this. So over the last, Julia says we tried our best. Clarification needs expressed here. So you guys think that I'm not seeing when you're commenting. I am. However, your comments feed into whatever outlet you are watching on. So if you're on YouTube or on Facebook or I guess in Twitter, I think you can comment on Twitter and it'll pop up here. I don't know. X, whatever we call it. Those comments all feed into one thing that is right in front of me. It's not that I'm missing when somebody says a number. It's just when it sends it to me, and then it puts them in order. I'm not letting anybody down. I'm not messing anything up. You guys are messing something up. I have a beer that has been sitting in my fridge that I pulled out of the cellar months ago that has been teasing me. That I've just desperately wanted to drink, and I've tried every way possible to get people to select that beer in our random drawings and whatever, and it didn't work. So I'm just going to do it myself. That's the moral here. It requires a little bit of explanation and a little bit of teasing. And a little bit of wishful thinking for the future of Urban Artifact, because it's an Urban Artifact beer. It's an Urban Artifact clean beer, kind of. No, it's not clean. It's wild. There's wild yeast in there. It's part of kind of, I guess, a series. When they started, they were making some IPAs. Wild IPAs. One of them was Calliope, which is returning. That's the tease that is happening. It is a wet hop IPA with wild yeast, some Brett in there, which gets it all funky and fruity and is awesome. That one's coming back very soon. In fact, I think this month is the first time people are going to be getting their hands on it. Shout out to Urban Artifact. I'm sorry. I know I have a pile of beer that is building up in whatever storage mechanism you have for all of my beer. I'm going to come get it soon. Probably maybe when this month's beer is available. I don't know. I have so much beer waiting to be picked up. Anyways. Calliope is the wet hop IPA. Then there is a double IPA that existed, which I do have some of. I have a couple of these left. This is Hippodrome. This is not what we're drinking. This is a wild double IPA from their Urban Legends series. 9%. Yep, I would really like to drink this right now. It has, it says this fruity double IPA gets its tropical fruit kick from 22 pounds of Pilgrim, 22 pounds of Comet, and 33 pounds of Equinox hops per 30 barrels, plus a blended yeast fermentation. Yeah, so that's probably drinking very delicious right now because this was... Actually, they don't tell me when this was bottled. I don't know, but it was a long time ago. It's very dusty. Yeah, they really don't tell me a date on here. I don't know. It's old. However, we are... Julia says that Brett definitely makes things funky. Oh, you mean the Brett with 2 T's. Yes. Yes, I do. They both make things funky. However, tonight we're diving into phrenology. This is the Wild Style IPA, which I love. The style name, Wild Style. There's the artwork. This one does have a date on it for me. This is batch number 5 from March of 2017. This is a quote. It's an IPA with the wild yeast Brettanomyces. It can be drank young or old. And then they have a little chart on here that tells me what it's going to taste like. So if I drink it fresh, it says March of 2017, it'll be hoppy. And then June of 2017, a little less hoppy. When you get to September of 2017, it'll be funky. And then the top of the scale, the very far reaches of what this beer can be, the highest funk that you can get is March of 2020. We all know what happened in March of 2020. A lot of funk that happened there. That's the highest funk rating. So nobody knows what this is going to taste like. 7.3% phrenology. Wild IPA. Yeah, I've been just wanting to crack one of these open for a very long time. I have a handful left. Marco says you're going to open that on your desk. It's not going to do anything. This is a properly brewed, funky IPA. It's not going to foam. It's not going to do anything. A lot of misconception out there about what all this means. All right, let's pour this in the glass. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. It's foamy, funky. It's pretty clear, though. The beer itself, there's a big head on it. I mean, I can already smell it. It smells like funky flowers. I mean, I definitely get like floral stuff going on, and this is not even like getting in the glass. Eric says I'm going to be on full Bootsy Collins level by 2023. No, that the scale does not go that high. There's no Bootsy Collins level on here. Yeah, like it's the whole studio right now smells like funky is the best way to describe it, but I know that doesn't tell you anything. It's like a little bit of, this is gonna not sound great. It's a little bit of like gym socks, which sounds horrible. But it's like that mixed with flowers, which for some reason the combo is actually like smells really good. Don't argue with me. All right. Yeah, surprisingly clear. As I get to the bottom, I bet this little last swig here, if I stir it up, we'll dump it in a second, and you'll see the funk. All right. I'm so excited about this. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's like a sharp, floral. Give me a second to think about this and figure out what I'm smelling. I mean, if you've had like a Brett, an aged Brett beer, that's what this is. It's um, it smells like summertime. It smells like dandelions. It smells like um, grass. It smells like summer. There's something there that I can't like put my finger on of what it is. I don't know. Let's taste it and see if it comes to me. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Not Jim Sock Juice. Definitely doesn't smell like Jim Sock Juice. Great band name. Oh, really dry. Like crisp, like sharp, dry. And then it finishes with that, yeah, like a not necessarily not dandelion, but like some kind of like wild flowers. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, it's beautiful Brett funk. I miss. We used to have a handful of beers locally that were Brett beers that if you stashed them away as they aged, you would get this really dry, fruity thing that would happen. And that just went away, and I don't know why. You can't make this with a fresh beer. Like this doesn't exist in a fresh beer. Like it has to be something that's a Brett aged beer, and it has to get age. Oh man, that's incredible. Oh, it's so like so crisp and like there's like a bite to it, and oh man, that's incredible. I I cannot, like, from the beer loving depths of my soul, beg more breweries to make things like this than I am right now. This is one of the best things that has been in a beer glass in my house in a very long time. That's incredible. Man, I just want like a candle that smells like this. What is that? I mean, there's definitely like some citrus things and some floral things, but there's something else that I just can't put my finger on. Man, oh, that's good. Um, I could just sit here this entire show, which I know would not be fun for you guys, and just sit here and just drink this beer, every drop of it, sniff it, and tell you my thoughts about it, and over and over. Yeah, dandelions. It has to be dandelions. No. There's definitely dandelions there. It's like a wild flowers, like some kind of when um, you're walking in a park and things haven't been tended to. It's not like wildflowers that like, oh, we're gonna make a wildflower garden. It's like the like dirty wildflowers. Like this smells like Cincinnati in the summer. That's what it smells like. Just like dirty, dirty nature. Also a good band name. Oh my god. That's it. That beer right there. That's it. Naughty Wildflowers. Oh, man. I wish you guys could smell this. Does anybody have any of Urban's wild IPAs in their cellar? Just curious. I don't know how common that is. Oh, my God. It's so good. Not even, Julie says clover and fescue. Not even clover. It's like it's more floral than clover. Oh, it is so good. I love that beer. I have a little bit left here. Let's get the funk. We're gonna stir this up really good. Get all of the. All right. So here's what it's looking like now. All right, we'll dump the. Oh yeah. Now it's a hazy IPA. She's gonna get real funky. I'm gonna be farting all night long after. Oh, look how dark it got. That looks like a lot of other IPAs that I've drank recently. All right, let's see if this changes what it smells like. Probably not. Way more fruity. I get a lot more like orange, citrusy things, which is fine. But yep, we'll be farting here soon. Hang on. Yeah, it's still delicious, but way more fruity. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Yep. Awesome. Somebody gets to recap the show and talk about how I'm going to be very farty later. Let's dive into this week's news stories, should we? I don't have a lot for you. The biggest one, which is the title of this week's episode, April Fools. This is one of my absolute favorite times of year. As a content creator, I love watching other content creators with their clients try to create things that are creative and fun, but also speak to kind of the personality of the place. I love it. It's fun. It's awesome. I'm amazed how many people still fall for this stuff every year. People will post something, and it can be really, really far, kind of off the wall, kind of things that you wouldn't think anybody would fall for, and they still do. And you still have to tell them, hey, it's April Fool's. It's not real. Yet they still do it. I was going to try to pull some examples up. I don't know if I can do that. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. Let's do this. We'll go over here. Or up here. If I can find my mouse. Over there. I promise one of these days we'll get this in order. And that could be there. But that's not what we want. We want that to be... I hope this is exciting for you guys. Made. Okay, there we go. I'm very burpy right now. I'm assuming I should blame Urban Artifact for that. Hey, that's not bad. Okay. We'll put that there. It's probably going to need some tweaking, but whatever. Let's just let's go ahead and see how that looks. There we go. Here's the first one. Urban Artifact. Speaking of Urban Artifact, they put out this morning that they are releasing a strawberry boba tea. Marco says, like higher gravity and coffee. Yeah, this is April 1st is a terrible day to actually make an announcement. Don't make a real announcement on April 1st. Or do, because it's kind of funny. Strawberry boba tea, Midwest fruit tart. It's strawberry with chunks of what was the boba chunks? I don't know is it like some kind of tapioca or something. They're certainly not big, like berry looking things. That's not real. None of this is real. This is not happening. At least I don't think it is. Some of these, like when they pop up, I'm like, that's a good April Fool. Maybe that's real. And those are the best ones. This is not real. Not happening. Strawberry boba tea is not going to be a thing. It's good though. Next up, baby gavel bangers. Look how cute this little can is. This is another great example of one that I would buy these. Sometimes I would love to drink a gavel banger, but I don't want a full can. I would totally drink a tiny can. If you release these, I would buy them, especially with that cute little mini Taft guy with his little glass in front of him. I'd buy this all day long. I love it. Julia says that boba does look like small black pearls, kind of like black blueberries. All right. Whatever AI they use to create the image, nailed it. This, I would buy this. I need this. And I love the little cans. How many ounces is that? Can we read what that says? Let me see if I can zoom in without messing you guys up. Oh, yeah. 8 ounces. 8 ounces would surely be a skinny 8-ounce can. April Fool's. Definitely an April Fool's joke. Up next, Earl's. So I did include some bars in here and some restaurants and stuff. This is Pearls over in Columbia, Tusculum. They are rebranding to Earl's. And I love that they literally just erased the P and just left the sign the same. Like this is how you do a proper April Fool's Instagram post. This is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's everything I want from an Instagram post on April Fool's Day. Perfect. It's so good. I wish I had the full post in front of me so I could read how they worded it, but yeah. Come gather at Earl's. I love it. New Micro Munchies. This is Dewey's. They announced that they're going to do these tiny itty bitty pizzas, which fit on the end of your fork, which, again, I would eat the crap out of these. This looks so tasty. Brilliant April Fool's joke, because I want them. It's like what are those little the bagel bites, the bagel pizza guys? There's a name for those, right? It's not just bagel bites, right? They're like tiny little pizzas on bagels, and you heat them up like a pizza roll, and then you just scarf them down while you're watching reruns of Breaking Bad or whatever show you watch reruns of, The Office. That looks good. I want that. Those maybe those are the best April Fool's jokes, are the ones that you actually want to be real. Good one. Shout out to Dewey's. Moving on, Mad Weed. This one is a little bit heartbreaking. This is Mad Tree. They teased that Mad Weed was coming soon, and they used a picture of Mad Tree 1.0, which you know that we all have a feeling about that. We all want 1.0 to come back. Why would you do this to us? Why would you tease this? I get the Mad Weed thing. That's funny and everything, but using 1.0 is wrong. It's wrong. It gets us in a point deep down inside that we're not ready to explore yet. I don't like this one. Thumbs down to Mad Tree, because you made me feel bad. you made me miss 1.0. Warped Wing, name change. Warped Wing is going away. They got a rebrand, and they need a new name, and you get to vote on their new name. I assume if you click on the link, you get signed up to some kind of mailing list or whatever. This is okay. It's fine. I'll take it. It's okay. This one, the Pizookie from BJ's with pickles on it. Yeah, this is good. This is a good one. Because also, I think this is an actual picture. I don't think this is AI. I think they actually made a pickle Pizookie, which is cool. Like when you put some effort into it. It's disgusting, but I appreciate it. I'm very burpy now. Not farty, burpy. Garage beer. We should talk about this a little bit. Garage beer, man, the idea is good. I feel like they just rushed it. I feel like they hit like 10 a.m. and they started to see that other people were posting things. Oh yeah, it's April Fool's, right? Josh says, I'm sure that's actually good. Which one? The pickle Pizookie or something else? What did I miss? Garage Beer posted that their beer tastes like pine cones, and then the can says we're better than you. Josh says ice cream pickle. That's not good. No, nobody wants that. So this one to me is definitely a big thumbs down. I love Garage Beer. I love their branding, beer that tastes like beer. I think that they can do it right. Josh says salty, sour, sweet. There is no way that pickles and ice cream taste good together. The salty and sweet with ice cream, yes. Sour and ice cream, I can't do that. Like curdling and things, no. So yeah, this one's a thumbs down for me. As much as I love Garage Beer and their branding, they missed the point on this. I feel like it was rushed and nobody thought it out. Street Side nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. This is my favorite April Fool's. Not even really a prank. It's more of an observation on the industry. They made this joke that all of their marketing, they made a joke, maybe it's real, we'll see, that all of their marketing from here on out is going to be done by AI. And they the entire post looked like it was written by AI, which maybe it was. And man, it hit in this weird spot because I see so many breweries, and some of them do it okay, where they're clearly using AI to write posts, either make the content or write the captions or whatever, and they're doing it okay, but you can still tell. And then there's some that are just doing it horribly, and I desperately want to find a way to call you out and poke at you as hard as I can. Just like poke very hard and let you know that that's not okay. We all see it and it feels bad and we don't connect with it and it's the wrong way to do it, and stop. AI has a place in this whole thing, especially with content creation, and I understand that. It's what I do, and it has a place in that. But sometimes things turn out like this, and it just doesn't feel natural. Fireside Pizza, also, if you have not seen them, pull up their Instagram today. They did a bunch of AI stuff today that just kind of hits really hard on that of the AI stuff. Stop. Just stop. If you're not doing it right, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Julia says, Dogberry, horrible use of AI on all their social media posts. You better know that I'm just joking. Yes. So full disclosure, I run social media for Dogberry. That's me. That's the joke. There is a little bit of AI that comes into play on the actual content side. Like sometimes we'll use AI. I'll use AI in the backgrounds of photos and stuff like that. But all of like the captions and stuff are all written by a human being. All of the photos are taken by a human being. All of the creation is done by a human being. And that's true for all of my clients, and should be true for everybody. AI should be kind of like a spice that's sprinkled on top, or if you're coming into the very last minute on something and you just really fast need something that captures an instant that you don't have, you can use that to create that. It should not be every day, and it shouldn't be the default, and it shouldn't be your go-to, is how I feel right now. And maybe that'll change in the next, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. We'll see. This was a good one, though. It's favorite Street Side. Shout out to Street Side. We should probably talk about some of the stuff they have coming up. Maybe we'll get to it in a minute. All right, Brewdog. Look, I know Brewdog is a bunch of turds. I know the company is not amazing, but BrewCat, this is good. This is a good April Fool's joke. They announced that they were changing their branding, and they needed help voting on which one is the best, which BrewCat is going to be the winner. And I love that it's BrewCat. I kind of love all of the branding. I love that the cat has like a big beard. I love it all. I think this is good. I hope from the bottom of my heart that at some point in the future, Brewdog is going to shift and evolve and become a better company than what they've been in the past. I don't know that they will. I don't have faith that they will. But that cute little cat makes me feel like it's a possibility. Look at that little guy. It's great. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's it. BrewCat, he's adorable. How can anybody hate BrewCat? So April Fool's, one of my favorite content creation experiences throughout the year. It's so good. It's fun. It unlocks this piece of creativity with people on both sides that I think is important. From a business side, like I think a lot of times people that work for a business get just kind of hung up in the day-to-day. We make this, and here's Singo, and here's trivia, and here's this and that, this event, and they're making this stuff that is just soulless. And then you get this day where it's like, all right, let's be creative. Like what's funny? What's fun? What would people laugh at? What would people talk about? What would people latch on to? That's what I love about April Fools. And as a creative person, I love seeing it. I love seeing what people do, and I love seeing how people react to it. And you don't see a lot of people get mad, but you do see a lot of people fall for it. That's fun. Let's see. Julia says she hates that the logo is so cute. I love that the logo is so cute. And she also says that it's not until their current leadership is ousted. I don't know how involved the current leadership from the very top down is involved at this point. I think a lot of those things are in motion. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely ownership issues with Brewdog. And I'm hoping I get a chance to talk deeply about Brewdog here in the next couple weeks. Still figuring out a couple things. But on that note, we should mention we're going to be in Columbus. For anybody who follows this show or any of the local podcasts, or anybody who just kind of likes hanging out and drinking with people, what is it, next? Not this coming weekend, the 6th. The following weekend, the 13th and the 14th, we're going to be in Columbus, a bunch of us, and we're going to be hanging out, and we're going to be drinking, and probably talking about BrewCat. So if you want more details, send me a message. We'll have something up here probably this week, hopefully. that kind of a group or page or I don't know, an event. I don't know how we're going to do it. We're going to put something up to kind of give people a place to gather, to get everything together and hang out and make sense of whatever is about to happen in Columbus in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. We should talk a little bit about Street Side, which I didn't pull any artwork or anything about this because I just got the press release in my inbox today. Yep. Speak of the Devil Day, the third annual Speak of the Devil Day is coming up, and it is on Saturday, April 13th, from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So that's the weekend we're in Columbus. So yep, I'm not going to be there. I'll be in Columbus, but you should go to both. You should probably go to Speak of the Devil Day early and then drive to Columbus. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm not encouraging that, but we'll give you water when you get there. This is terrible promotion. They have. Let me look at some of the details here. Here are the following beers that have yet. I'm not supposed to talk about that. Hang on. Let me make sure I could talk about these things. I'm looking at all kinds of details here. All right. Saturday, April 13th. For immediate release, yeah, I can talk about it then. Following beers that have yet to be announced. Shh, don't tell anybody. It doesn't say I can't talk about them, but they're here. We have. I'm feeling very. I feel like I should read through this like 9 times to make sure I can talk about this. Rye barrel aged Cocoa Nib Speak of the Devil, 15.5% ABV. There is a bourbon barrel aged Bananas Foster's Speak of the Devil, also 15. They're all 15.5% except for the last one. There is a rye barrel aged waffle cheesecake Speak of the Devil. I've tried this one, and it's amazing. 2 flavors that I don't know I would ever say go together, but they do. It's amazing. Rye barrel aged waffle cheesecake Speak of the Devil. Bourbon barrel aged a quadruple coconut Speak of the Devil. And then there is a double barrel Speak of the Devil, which is a bourbon and apple brandy and maple syrup. wait. Bourbon, apple brandy, maple syrup barrel. Speak of the Devil. Double barrel. Triple. It should be triple barrel, right? That's 3 barrels. Bourbon, apple brandy, maple syrup barrel. I don't know. That one is 16%. Yeah, I could get behind that. That sounds good too. I've only tried the waffle cheesecake, but they all sound amazing. Speak of the Devil is like, it's definitely a pastry stout, but it's like super like roasty, chocolatey pastry stout. Like it hits this different point for me as a drinker than a lot of pastry stouts. Like it's freaking good. That day, live music starts at 10 a.m. with a Dead Man String Band, and they end at 1 p.m. That's what it says. Live music will start at 10 a.m. with Dead Man String Band and end at 1 p.m. That's it. But it's a party, so come by and celebrate 3 years of Speak of the Devil Day with us. They sold out their tasting experience, so if you wanted to get in on that, you are screwed. You can't do that. Anyways, if you're not going to make it to Columbus to hang out with us, this is where you should be. Speak of the Devil Day, and you should probably buy as many bottles and cans. Are the cans or they're probably cans? Buy as many packaged releases as you can, and give them to me and to us, all of those who are in Columbus. We need you to give us these beers because we're not going to be there because we're going to be drinking beer that is not as good as Cincinnati beer. Let's just put it that way. Love you, Columbus. Anyways, we should wrap it up because it's getting late and it's spring break week, and that means chaos every day, over and over and over again. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Let me get a good funky hazy pour here. Hang on, let me get a sip. Yeah, it's way more fruity. Oh, it's good. God, it's good. That's brilliant. I wouldn't even just say like tasty or good or delicious. That is brilliant. That's my speed. Yeah. Let this be a note. If you ever see something from Urban Artifact that has Brett in it, like Brettanomyces, not Brett himself, buy it, put it in your cellar, and periodically drink it because it's amazing. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I promise, for those of you who support via thegnarlygnome.com/support, there is some really, really, really good stuff coming. We didn't even talk about Beer Week. We haven't talked about Beer Week, I don't think, at all on this show. We need to. Maybe next week that'll be a big topic that we cover. Cincy Beer Week is coming back, and it's coming back because I love Cincy Beer Week, and I love the idea of it. So I'm bringing it back. I'm doing it, and for those of you who have supported the Gnarly Gnome via Patreon, via thegnarlygnome.com/support, there's some really, really cool stuff that you'll get because of that. And stay tuned. Like I'm working really hard on it. There's some like big projects that kind of come along with that, and it's a lot of work. It's just me. I'm busting my butt on a lot of things that I'm not making money off of this stuff. It's part of who the gnome is, and obviously that feeds into the business side of what I do. But sometimes it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that you have to balance out with actual money generating things. So it takes a long time sometimes to do the things that I really want to do. But I promise I'm working on it always. And it's big things, and it's good things, and it's things that are hopefully going to help shift where we are right now in Cincinnati with craft beer, and shift it into the point that I know that all of you guys want it to be, or want it to go back to, or want it to stay at, or whatever, however you view that, because we all love craft beer. That's the core of what this show is about, is beer. Even if sometimes we drink cocktails or other things, and there are more cocktails coming, maybe even like a once a month thing. That might be a thing. I've been toying with that. That I won't announce it ahead of time, but once a month, it's going to be booze night on the Weekly Pint. We'll see. Cheers. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Good stuff coming. Just keep doing what you do. You guys are amazing, and I love you for everything you are. I forgot to pull up the music again. Oh man, producer sucks. Share the show with a friend. That's the secret to all of this. Just share it with somebody, and we'll be back next week. Thank you guys. Should go back and edit that and make it sound good on the final version. I'm not going to do that. Thank you. You guys are the best. We'll see you soon. David was fired a long time ago. It's a story for another day. one of these days when we do a booze show, maybe we'll go back out to the bar and do a part of the show from there, and you guys can pick whatever ingredients you want from the bar, and we'll make a cocktail out of it. Crowdsourced. It's going to be good. How else will we do it? It's fun.